Leaves it to Sosa. Sosa, Garro, back again to Sosa. The header by Bettini. Long ball by Juan Manuel Hernandez. Toledo went down by himself. Foul, says the referee. No, handball by Juan Rodriguez. Free kick for Sarmiento.
Sarmiento, they're going to have to be careful of not allowing Valois to get much space there. They're going to have to get the numbers back. Defensively, 5-man backline for Sarmiento. It's going to be important. They neutralize Valois and Sosa going forward. And if they can, try to get two bodies around Santos, Michael Santos, in order to limit the amount of touches he gets on the ball, limit the space that his teammates can deliver him service into the penalty area.
2 minutes and a half. And we'll see a lot of this. Set pieces for Sarmiento. Long ball by Quiroga directly to the box. The header by Smuttoni. Catalan, there was absolutely no foul there. On Toledo. Diaz couldn't get it. Counter attack. Led by Michael Santos, who just gave it away. Bettini. Catalan left it a bit short. There's a player down. It's Diego Baloyes in Talleres, and that's why the referee Sebastián Martínez will stop the actions.
And Diaz going right through the back there, making contact with Baloyes. And look, maybe that's what Sarmiento have to do to slow down Baloyes, is get physical. And obviously they can't continue to do that. But when Baloyes gets the ball, get physical. Don't allow him to get running and to get his dribbling into space. Try to get on top of him and mark him in tightly as quickly as possible. You give him a little bit of space, he can create problems down that right side of the attack for Talleres. So he's a player that they're going to have to do a good job of neutralizing or minimizing his impact in the game.
Herrera. Catalan. Opens it to the right. This is Benavides. Rodrigo Garro. Villagra. Passes the ball to Portillo. This is the former Unión de Santa Fe. Portillo back again to Garro. Garro, there's no foul. Yes, there was, committed by Emiliano Méndez. Free kick for Late, for Talleres. Catalan. Benavides. Baloyes. Ortegos is asking for it. Baloyes to Benavides. Benavides stops now. Passes the ball backwards. Ortegoza with another crossing. Zaurralde clears it. The header missed by Quiroga. Ortegoza, there was absolutely nothing there. Ortegoza, corner kick, the first one of the game for Late in 4 minutes.
This is what we're expecting from Talleres here, to show their superiority. Obviously, with the standings in the table, Talleres the better team. Ooh, that's a nasty elbow there to the side of Quiroga.
We just heard Israel Damonte telling his players, continue playing. If the foul is sanctioned, that's better, but if not, continue playing just in case. That man, Israel Damonte, manager of Sarmiento.
And he was that kind of player during his time.
Long cross to the box. Goal! For Talleres! Between every single tower in Sarmiento's box came Diego Baloyes to put his head in between. And in 5 minutes, Late takes the lead. Talleres has won. Sarmiento nothing.
Now that's something you don't see too often. Diego Baloyes with a goal with his head. But if you look at Méndez, he's preoccupied with Santos. So he doesn't see Baloyes attack the ball until it's too late. So he could even, Michael Santos, even though he doesn't get the goal or doesn't even get the assist, because of his presence in that area where the ball is going to, it allows Valois a little bit of space because the man defending, Mendes at that point.
Bettini. Portillo on him. Ball bounces, goes back to Bettini. Too high for Toledo. Diaz will get it. Quiroga was asking for it. Long cross for Rosso. Header by Catalan. We have an open game. Quiroga. And it hit a teammate. It hit a teammate. Garro the other way round. There was a foul. Yes, it was. Free kick for Talleres that can finally breathe in 7 minutes.
Well, you got to like the instant response from Sarmiento, right? They give up the goal, and then look how quickly they attack the goal and try to get the equalizer. Yeah, I didn't see a Catalan did well. No handball, hands behind his back. Now let's see if this immediate response by Sarmiento leads to a goal, but got to like that from Sarmiento for sure.
George, just before the goal scored by Talleres, I was about to say it's not going to be easy for Talleres to build up and to score through set pieces. Of course, luckily I didn't say it. Because of the height of Sarmiento. Only Gabriel Diaz and Sergio Quiroga are less than 185 meters tall in Sarmiento. All of the rest of the players are more than 185. Well, Bettini is 171 and Jean-Pierre Rosso 179. But you have the heights of Juan Hernandez 190, Insaurralde 187, Zvutoni 190, Milano 185, Toledo 191. And I could add the players on the bench. 184 for Garnier, 186 for Kogo, and I could keep on going.
And yet somebody who's 174, Valois 182, who's shorter than all those guys, was still able to score the goal there. And you know what's even more insane is that it looked like he didn't even really jump.
Exactly.
If you take he didn't jump. Or if he did, he gets maybe a millimeter off the ground. So that is a very unusual goal considering the height of the Sarmiento players and the fact that Valois, who's not that tall, doesn't score much with his head and barely got off the ground. So unusual goal for sure.
It's a 5 centimeters difference in average between the 11 starters of height favoring Sarmiento over Talleres. Valois will leave it. The shot from long range de Ekki. Corner kick. Talleres is playing much better than Sarmiento.
Yep. It's just a lucky bounce there. Deflection. Falling back into the path, and Talleres. Remember, this is one of the top 3 teams in the league, so we shouldn't be surprised by this start for Talleres. Showing how aggressive and how ruthless they want to be to get the second goal.
Once again, Rodrigo Garro in charge of it. Second corner kick of the match for Lati. Garro to the box, a header the other way around by Bettini. Header to the box by Bettini once again. And finally, it's Rosso sending it out to the throw-in. Bit of nerves in the Kiwi players in Sarmiento. Throw-in 10 minutes for Juan Carlos Portillo to do it. Rodriguez passes the ball to Matias Catalan. Ortegoza. Benavides. Garro. Changing sides, leaving it to Rodriguez. Sorry, this is Garro. Garro trying to link with Portillo. Portillo backwards to Valois. Valois. Yes, time to think. He finds Portillo again. Portillo will have to play backwards. The pressure is a lot from Jean-Pierre Rosso. Valois. Garro. Rodriguez. Talleres maintaining the possession. They already have the result favoring them. Garro received from Portillo. Leaves it to the center to Ortegoza. Catalan will have to go backwards. There's no pressure. Now it comes by Quiroga, who touches it. Throwing for Talleres in 11 and a half.
Sarmiento.
Sarmiento players were calling for a foul in that action that led to the corner kick that produced this goal.
Yep. And for Talleres, it's 2-on-1, right? It's Valoyes and Santos attacking the ball, and the only player for Sarmiento defensively is Mendes. But he's so worried about Santos, and justifiably so, because Santos is the co-leading goal scorer in the tournament. Now Valoyes, I don't want to say sneaks in, but just doesn't get the attention, and Mendes misplays the ball a little bit, and Valoyes scores.
Insaurralde, Hernández, Svutoni, Milano, Toledo, Mendes, all of them in the box, waiting for that delivery. In 12 minutes and a half, delivery by Gabriel Diaz. Waiting for the equalizer at the Eva Perón Stadium in Junín. This is Gabriel Diaz. Long delivery to the center of the box. The header was that a corner kick in the end. No, it's not. Goal kick, despite the fact Hernandez is asking for a corner kick. Goal kick.
Well, at least they got that header in the air. It didn't go toward goal, but they won the header in the air. So maybe Sarmiento can give Talleres a little taste of their own medicine here when another opportunity arises.
Now Catalan is on the ground, and as people start to complain about the time being wasted. Talleres is not exactly a team that plays with this. The time being wasted a lot. They're quite a clean team.
Yeah. Because they're so fluid with their attack, Talleres. They're usually winning, so they don't really need to foul as much. Yeah.
Medical assistance to Matias Catalan, just in case. Tomás Palacios, the youngster, 20 years old for him, was an initial last game, is getting ready. Was an accidental clash of heads. There was no desire to hurt Catalan in that challenge by Juan Manuel Hernandez. And these are the home fans that are still entering the Eva Perón Stadium in 14 minutes and a half. So far, 1-0 for Talleres. They scored at the first one, they generated a second one. Sarmiento still created one, but it wasn't enough, George.
Yeah, and this is the big difference, or one of the major differences between both teams, is that Talleres is a team that finishes their chances. Obviously with Michael Santos, we saw Valoyes as well. So they just are better around the goal and around the penalty area than Sarmiento. And it's been evident here in this match so far. The Valoyes attempt and then the shot that was kept out by Devecchi. And the chances that Sarmiento have had, Herrera has had one comfortable save, but that's about it. So that's where the major difference between these two teams are.
Talleres, this result is not only second, but they are also the second team with the highest amount of goals scored. The one scored by Valoyes was goal number 38 in 23 rounds, including this one, of course. Only Ríver has scored more than them with 42 goals. Throw in for Sarmiento after Valoyes lost it. 44 points for Late now. 9 away of Ríver, the only leaders. 9 with 12 points remaining for both of them. San Lorenzo has 42, Lanús 40. Defensa y Justicia 39, Estudiantes 38. All of those teams have already played round 23. Throwing for Late. Benavides, Catalán, Herrera. Long ball by the keeper, Guido Herrera. The header by Hernandez. Milano. Quiroga. Benavides is on him. Milano, not the best pass. Easy for Garro to recover it. Long ball by Garro. Trying to get Baloches run, and he wins the back of Smutoni. Baloches grab. Wasn't that a foul? Smutoni just in front of the assistant. Number 2, Lucas Pardo. Smutoni. Long ball. The header by Toledo forward. Just for Guido Herrera to pick it up.
And that's what Sputoni has to continue to do that. The minute the ball comes into the area of Valois, get on top of him immediately. Don't give him any kind of space to operate, to run and do his tricks on the ball and create chances in toward goal, looking for Santos or anyone else of his teammates of Garro or Sosa. So Sputoni has to be aware of Valois and just quickly mark him so that he doesn't have room to run.
Baloches. Smutoni on him.
Like that.
Like that, but it was a throw-in. The ball was out before the clearance. Throw-in for Lateo.
That's the kind of defending Sputoni needs to have against Valois. Ooh. See, looks like that right leg got caught underneath him.
Εκεί. Catalan backwards. Herrera. Leaves the ball to Portillo. Villagra. Back again to Juan Carlos Portillo. The pressure by Rosso. Portillo leaves him behind. He's right-footed playing on the left. Sosa. Too heavy. Goal kick. 19 minutes for Sarmiento.
We have to see, we've seen Milano look good going forward and getting some positive touches going forward. He might be the main playmaker for Sarmiento here to create a goal-scoring opportunity, get them closer to an equalizer. Let's see who else kind of helps him out in that midfield too to create chances or at least move the ball forward.
Ortegoza. Sosa. Back again to Ulises. Long ball looking for Michael Santos. Insorralde. Mendes with the header backwards. Milano lost it to Portillo. Garro couldn't get it. Hernandez good. Long ball looking for Toledo. Who's committing a foul. Toledo Quiroga. Foul committed by Toledo.
Ooh.
Push in Catalan. Free kick.
Well, I mentioned who else is going to help Milano. It looks like it's going to be Quiroga, although Toledo is doing his best. Yeah, but well done by Catalan. Catalan getting his body in between the ball and Toledo. And he forced Toledo because of his positioning. Toledo has to go over the top, commit the foul. And also, I think was it offside as well? I saw the hand go up, so that was another factor. But good defending there by Catalan.
Villagra. Garro. Rodriguez. Gabriel Diaz. Thinking who to pass it to. He finds Mendes. Svutoni. Now pressure on him. Svutoni opens it to Gabriel Diaz. Diaz for Quiroga. Catalan made it bounce on Quiroga. Throw in for Talleres. "21 minutes of the first half. The Everton Stadium. We have already one team winning. It's Talleres 1-0 with the goal scored. The fifth one by Diego Baloches. Villagra. Ortegoza. Garro. Garro plays it short. Sosa back again to Rodrigo, the playmaker. Rodrigo, he changes his side, finds Benavides alone, Benavides, Michael Santos, Santos back to Garro, Garro to Benavides, Quiroga. Ball is still in, Portillo did not allow it to go out. Portillo passes it short, Sosa, Villagra, Ortegoza, excellent movement, leaving it to Benavides. Benavides! Go.
Look how much space is there going forward. Didn't miss by much. He actually had more time to take a couple of touches and go forward and keep his head up and look for someone to pass to. Sarmiento cannot give up that much space in the midfield like that, because next time Benavides might score a golazo or make the right pass to link up with Santos or one of his teammates for a really or even better goal scoring chance.
Mendes opens it to Bettini. Bettini with the cross, easy for the header by Juan Rodriguez. Garro. There was no foul, says the referee on Rodrigo Garro. Diaz. Everyone benefits Diaz. Toledo. Portillo clears it. Header from behind by Insaurralde. Sosa, excellent control in front of Bettini. Sosa, he can shoot from there. Sosa, and the return by Diaz. Quiroga, Rosso, Mendes opens it to the left. Milano playing it to the right. In front of Portillo, Milano, back to Quiroga, the header by Portillo. The game gives us non-stop actions. Benavides. Ortegoza. Sosa. He was waiting for Portillo. He plays it again to Ortegoza. Sosa. Portillo. Back again to Ramon Sosa. Sosa with a very good cross ahead by Svuttoni. Bettini. Insaurralde. Toledo couldn't get it. Excellent recovery by Ortegoza. Benavides. Baloches. Mendes is on him. Baloches leaves him behind. Baloche for Garro. Santos.
See, once again, all that space opening up for Valois to run at the defense. There's something going on in the midfield, in that left central part of the defensive midfield of Sarmiento, that's allowing just way too much space for Talleres players to go forward. If they're not careful, Sarmiento, they might give up a second goal.
Toledo winning the challenge. Almost on target on his own one, Catalan. When Toledo was aiming to score, Catalan almost surprised Herrera.
This could have been an own goal here. Oh, that was so close. Very close there. But good movement there. We talked about Milano. There he is. Very deceptive ball in the area that almost leads to an own goal.
Quiroga once again in charge of the set piece. Long ball, looking for Milano. The header by Ramon Sosa. Milano will leave it to Bettini. Back again to Lucas. Milano, Bettini, another cross comes. The header by Juan Rodriguez. Throwing. Rosso. Diaz. Leaves the ball to Juan Insaurralde. Svuttoni. Milano. Throwing again for Sarmiento. 15 minutes in La Paternal. Argentinos and Instituto are 0-0. The game started just 10 minutes later than ours. Boca and Union ended also 0-0. We started early today with the victory of Defensa y Justicia 2-1 over Arsenal in Sarandí. after Movita scored twice. Garro. Portillo. Passes it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez leaves it to Catalan. And Catalan to Benavides. Ortegos is free. The ball to him. Ulises Ortegoza. Back once again. Catalan.
Talleres have to control the possession here because Sarmiento have done a decent job of going forward in the attack. So trying to hold the possession here, give their defense a little bit of a breather.
This is the previous one.
Oh. Look at the technique there by Milano. That's a very good ball by Milano to get it into the area. His technique to twist the hips to get it into the area. Well done.
And it's again Milano. Milano, this time he slept. Rodriguez. Free kick for Talleres. Yellow card for that challenge by Gonzalo Bettini. First one to go to the box the whole game. "28 minutes in Junín. Sarmiento is losing against Talleres. Talleres comes of 2 games with no victories. A draw at home and a loss in Lanús. Sarmiento comes of only 1 victory in the last 6 games. That was only 2 rounds ago, playing here against Atlético Tucumán. Sosa. Santos with a long ball for Sosa. De Vecchi.
De Vecchi has to make that play because no one is close to Sosa there in terms of his defense. So he has to come out and make that play because if Sosa gets to it, he has a clear path toward the goal.
Traven. Portillo in charge of it. Ortegoza. Insaurralde with the clearance. Chest by Toledo, who receives a nasty foul from behind, and the first yellow card in Talleres goes to that man, to number 6, Juan Rodriguez.
Ooh. Yeah. Rodriguez definitely deserving that yellow card.
Hernandez. Toledo, Milano. So easy to give it to him.
I think Milano was expecting Quiroga to continue the run forward. Even if he did go forward, it was right to the goalkeeper, so he wouldn't have gotten to it.
Butoni forces the possession and loses it. Garro received from Ortegoza. Garro. Excellent recovery from behind by Jean-Pierre Rosso. Rosso passes it to Milano. Milano facing Portillo. Mendes. Bettini. Hernandez. Played safe. Who asegura the words from the bench. Toledo. 2 deflections. And in Diaz. Toledo from the air. Rosso. Quiroga changing sides. No. Passing it to Diaz. Gabriel Diaz lifting his head. Long ball to the box for Toledo. The header directly to Herrera. Aloysius with a chance. Stopped by Smutoni. Throwing George.
Yeah, nice little duel there going on between Toledo and Rodriguez. And Rodriguez actually gets inside position, but Toledo just a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit of a push to get that header on. But if you look at the replay on that play again, Rosso, if he makes a good hard run into the area, it's actually a better short pass for Rosso, making a diagonal run into the area. That could draw out the defender, and then he could square into middle for Toledo a little bit easier. So Rosso was a little too stagnant there, just did not make that run into space as he should have, or maybe he should have.
Counter-attack led by Mendes. Catalan cutting a promising attack. That man, remember we had a game a couple of rounds ago. I'm not sure who it was, wearing a cap just like that one. But I do remember the nickname that we gave to him. Do you remember?
Was it Phelps?
Exactly.
Michael Phelps?
Phelps and Ian Thorpe.
Yes, yes, that's right. The torpedo, yeah.
Toledo, Rosso, Portillo with the save. I cannot recall who it was, George.
Yeah,
Bettini.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember who it was either, but I do remember we were calling. We started talking about Michael Phelps and then Ian Thorpe, the torpedo. Yeah.
Mendes, and again Matias Catalan, the man with the cap. Hernandez, there was no foul on Michael Santos. Izarralde left it a bit too short. Santos. Ortegoza went down. Quiroga took it from behind. Quiroga going forward. Quiroga from long range. Goal kick, George.
Quiroga finding a little bit of space there. Why not? Going forward. He's trying to go forward, and you have to like Sarmiento's approach here. And they Israel Damonte. He gave up that early goal, and they have not been shy about going forward. They haven't been overly conservative in terms of the defense. When they get the ball, they go forward, they burst forward, they run into space. So you have to like the attitude of Sarmiento after they gave up the goal.
Garro. Hernandez. Rosso. Quiroga was asking for it. Toledo points it. Throw in after it took a deflection on Rodriguez. Long delivery by Gonzalo Bettini. The header by Portillo. Quiroga once again Portillo. The header backwards by Hernandez, recovering possession for Sarmiento. Izarralde with another long ball looking for Bettini. Portillo very active. The header by Rodriguez. Sosa trying to get Michael Santos. Oh, and it belongs to Talleres. Yes, the last one touching it was Hernandez. And it is for Late.
And Late have been a couple of chances. They've been neutralized here for the most part. This has been pretty solid work defensively for Sarmiento, with the exception of those couple of chances that they gave up with that space in that left side of the midfield.
Rodriguez, Catalan, back again to the former Rosario Central, Juan Rodriguez. Portillo plays it to Garro. Garro was trying to connect with Santos, but ball bounced on the former Arsenal. Emiliano Mendes throwing again for Talleres, for the team coached by Javier Cobija Gandolfi.
We talk about the best managers in Argentina, and De Michelis gets a lot of credit.
Sosa, there was no handball there. Sosa, a bit too long. Ortegoza will run for it. Yes, George, you can complete.
Yeah, and we talk about the best managers, and obviously De Michelis, and what Almiron gets a lot of attention because he's obviously the manager of Boca. But I think Gandolfi gets overlooked for what he's done with Talleres over the last couple of seasons. You got to consider him one of the best managers in Argentine football. And
well,
they probably won't win the title in this tournament, but they're going to be the nearest competitor to River when it's finished. So Gandolfi deserves a lot of credit for what he's done with this squad.
Gandolfi finished his career. He's a product from River, but he finished his career in Talleres, and he was working here when Pedro Caixinha, Portuguese, was the manager. shot from long range, completely wide, and he was a manager of Talleres the last tournament before the Michelis signed up in Ríver. There were many rumors saying that his assistant would be exactly Javier Gandolfi. The Michelis called Gandolfi. They were teammates a long time ago in Ríver, but Gandolfi decided to stay in Talleres.
Wow. That's really interesting. And good for Gandolfi to be, you want to be the man in charge. And great aspirations for him, and he's done very well. I think he made a good choice.
And also the board of the directors of Talleres wanted nothing to do with that. Remember, Michelis was a long time living away from Argentina. He was the manager of the reserve teams of Bayern Munich, a team in which he played for many years.
Right. Interesting how the managerial, as they say, the dance of the managers works in South America and, well, all over the world, but in South America and Argentina. You never know. Gandolfi, you never know in a couple of years, especially Talleres. You figure they have a team that will reach the Libertadores. Let's say they make a run in the knockout stage of next year Libertadores. Maybe a club with a bigger budget will be calling for him as the manager. We'll see.
Wow, come on, Milano. Israel Damonte is already furious with Sebastián Martínez, furious with his assistants, furious with the fourth referee. Portillo is on the ground.
I don't think that was a foul on Milano. I mean, there was contact. They crashed into each other, but that wasn't a foul. I think Portillo probably was lunging for the ball. That's one of those instances where you let the play go. I didn't think it was a foul on either player, to tell you the truth. Just contact.
Yeah, I agree with you. Long ball. Talleres is a bit disjointed in the last few minutes. 39 minutes already. Latés winning 1-0 with a goal scored at the 5th minute by Diego Baloyes. Benavides passes it to Ortegoza. Backwards to Rodriguez. Portillo now. Sosa's asking for it. Garro now to Sosa. Sosa, look at Santos. Ball to Garro. Michael Santos. Santos! Was he offside?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Ooh, you have clear offside. Yep.
Eki. Headed by Portillo. Struggling a lot on that side. Sometimes with Milano, sometimes with Bettini, sometimes with Rosso. Counter attack led by Garro. Diaz. No handball despite the complaint of Baloyes. Milano looking for Rosso. Catalan is on him. And that's a goal kick despite the complaint by Rosso, and everybody's furious with the ref again. Ball play short from the keeper Herrera to Benavides. Villagra passes the ball to Portillo. 41 minutes already of the first half in Junín. Portillo. Garro. Backwards again to Rodriguez. Benavides is free on the right. The ball passes through Villagra. Villagra. Ortegoza back to Rodrigo Villagra. Villagra left in it for Baloyes. Baloyes. Es de Becky. Diaz sends a long ball, looking for Quiroga. Catalan is on him, throw-in for Sarmiento.
Oof. Very close there. Yep. You see Santos moves out of the middle a little bit. That opens up that lane for Valois or whoever else on that right side to go through.
Ball to the box for Mendes, Ortegoza, Rosso, and hit Catalan. Second corner kick for Sarmiento. Hernández, Insaurralde, Butoni, Mendes, Milano, Toledo, all of them in the box. The cross by Valois, and everybody in Sarmiento claims it was a handball by the Colombian. VAR with Diego Ceballos and Ezequiel Brailoki already checking it.
Let's see. I didn't see anything there. It's close.
We'd like to watch it from a different angle. Because from that one, we do not know if the ball touches the hand or not. Maybe some angle from the back of the goal or from the other side. To be honest, I'm not sure whether the ball touches the arm or not, or if it touches first the body and then the arm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see it from the other side. And also, if you see that replay, there's a bit of a shirt pull as well. Rodriguez pulls the shirt of Toledo as well. But they didn't see that. They were going for the handball.
Ball misplayed. Garro for Sosa with space. Sosa. Insaurralde. Portillo. Garro again. Ortegoza will leave it to Benavides. Villagra is asking for it. Ulises Ortegoza has it now. Ortegoza heading the center of the field. Garro. Portillo. Valois is getting closer. He plays backwards. Villagra now to Valois. Valois is even backwards to Rodriguez. Catalan. Benavides is open. He prefers to pass it to Ortegoza. Gabriel Diaz clears it away. Throw in for Talleres. Valois between two. Combines with Ortegoza. Insaurralde again. Toledo. Portillo strong. Santo. Garro. Brilliant de Ekki.
That's well done to win that ball. That press by Talleres in their attacking half to keep the ball in their attacking half, and it falls for Garro. That tackle in the midfield there was the one that allowed Garro to get that chance.
Rosso, the ball hit Rodriguez. Corner kick when 3 minutes were added. Third corner kick for Sarmiento. Maybe with not the best ideas, but still pushing forward, trying to get the equalizer in Junín. Quiroga again in charge of it. Quiroga with a long ball, the header by Hernández. Portillo, Garro touches it, looking for Sosa. Is that a handball? Garro changing sides. This time it's going to be too long for Benavides. Benavides, look at De Ekki. Benavides! De Ekki touched it. Throwing for Lati.
Oh, man. De Ekki is very, very bold.
How many times
have
we seen that from De Ekki? Remember in Arsenal a few seasons ago?
Yes. And he actually commits a foul there. That's a foul. He might be lucky he didn't pick up a yellow card there. But because Sarmiento had players going forward, they left all that space in the back, and if he doesn't come out, Benavides probably gets to that ball, and then it could really be problems. So
I don't think the referee
sloppy
sanctioned the
tackle there
foul.
by Deveki. Yeah.
I think the referee sanctioned the throw in the end. One minute to go. Yes, throw in the end for Talleres. Garro's asking for it. Baloyes as well. The ball to Rodrigo Garro. Throw in now for Sarmiento. Poor control by Rodrigo. Gabriel Diaz passes the ball to Franco Svutoni. This is a former Central Córdoba. Takes his time, plays it long. Looking for Toledo set. Head by Toledo. Milano. Changing sides for Bettini. Bettini back again to Lucas Herrera. Always focus on the game.
That's a slick pass going forward there to try to connect with Milano. Very clever one-touch pass into that space.
48 minutes. And one more minute will be added
Another one.
by Sebastián Martínez. Svutoni, the chance to play long again. Era by Ortegoza. Ortegoza again. Garro for Baloyes. The shot by Santos. Easy for the Becky this time. Milano. Portillo touched it. Throw in. Milano. Jean-Pierre Rosso passes the ball again to Lucas Milano. Milano with a long cross. Herrera before Toledo.
Yeah.
Foul committed by Toledo.
Yep. And this is, anytime the goalkeeper goes for the ball, there's contact in that space, they're going to whistle the foul for the goalkeeper. Yep.
And finally, the referee says the first half is over. After 49 minutes, Talleres is winning 1-0 with a goal scored by Diego Baloyes. Do we have a fair result, George Metellus?
I think it's a fair result. Yes, Talleres have looked better going forward, but Sarmiento have created some decent opportunities as well. They've looked promising with some chances going forward as well, but Talleres deserve to be in the lead, but Sarmiento, don't be surprised if they get an equalizer in the second half. I feel like they're getting closer.
We'll make a short break and we'll be back with you in a few minutes with the halftime report on the second period.
Atención, ganadores de esta semana: Emiliano Uroto, Marcela Caresani, Julio Ríos, Agustín Villalón Novicio, Fabricio Pérez, Keiri Lafune, Ignacio Frasconi, Leonardo
We're back in Junín for the victory of Talleres 1-0 against Sarmiento, with the only goal scored by Diego Aloyes at the 5th minute. This round started with the victory 2 days ago of Vélez surprising Lanús, playing away at home 1-0. Godoy Cruz yesterday beat Platense 2-1. Banfield went to Vitoria to do the same thing, 2-1 over Tigre. Central and Estudiantes for everybody, 0-0 in Rosario. Racing and San Lorenzo ended 1-1. River very close to capturing the title, defeated Colón in Buenos Aires 2-0. Defensa y Justicia was losing in Sarandí 1-0 against Arsenal, but in only 1 minute they scored twice. Both of the goals by Ubita Fernandez. Unión and Boca ended 0-0. Talleres, Sarmiento saw one game. Almost at halftime, Argentinos and Argentinos and Instituto 0-0. Then Huracán, Atlético Tucumán, Belgrano, Barracas, and tomorrow Gimnasia Independiente, Central Córdoba News. River has 53, now Talleres 44. 9 points of gap with 12 to play, just 12 to play. River needs to win the following match and have a draw in the following, just to depend about them. If Talleres does not win today with a victory, River will conquer the title. Then San Lorenzo, Lanús and the rest. Of course, Sarmiento remains the 15th position with 28 points, not suffering at the annual standings, but yes, suffering at the promedios, at the averages, in which they are trying to get a bit better, not to suffer with relegation for the following year. At this time, Arsenal would be dropping down together with Huracán for the annual standing, Arsenal for the promedios. But above Arsenal in the promedios and the averages, we have Instituto, Platense, and then Sarmiento. That's why it's so important for Sarmiento to pick up points. We had several chances at the Eva Perón Stadium. Let's have a look at the highlights of the first half. The referees. So it was Villagra, not Garro. The ball went wide. Ortegoza, Villagra will flick it, looking for Baloyes, who couldn't control it. If not, it could have been the second one. And another one, Santos. Garro this time, and an excellent control by José de Becchi. The former Aldo Civi and San Lorenzo. Those were the best actions. The 49 initial minutes in which the fans, Israel Damonte and Sarmiento players were furious with Sebastián Martínez, the referee, for a few calls. We only had one goal here, but we had many yesterday. Let's have a look what happened yesterday and the previous games today. Godoy Cruz playing at home at the Ligero Tagli Stadium. Cross by Pierre Barrios, header by Salo. Arsenal had a ball hit the crossbar. The one who headed that ball was Alejandro Medina. Yes, the goalkeeper. Of course, remember, Unión and Boca ended 0-0. Same result as we have in halftime in La Paternal between Argentinos Juniors and Instituto. But here in Junín, we have a 1-0 victory for Talleres. George Marcellus, you were saying it is a fair victory, although the two teams had a few chances.
Yeah, they both had some fair chances. Actually, after the goal by Valois, Sarmiento probably had some better chances to get the equalizers. There's certainly a few more chances than Talleres. Talleres were able to catch Instituto. Talleres were able to catch Sarmiento on a couple of occasions with some space opening up, but Sarmiento were able to minimize those opportunities for Talleres, and Sarmiento had that one chance. Catalan got a touch onto it and almost put it in his own goal. So Sarmiento are looking like they can get an equalizer here. Talleres maybe took to borrow an expression from auto racing, or driving, I should say. They took their foot off the pedal a little bit, and that allowed Sarmiento to kind of slowly creep into the game. I think Talleres are still not too worried or feeling too threatened, but I think they need a second goal to breathe a little bit easier in the next 45 minutes. Sarmiento are playing. They look promising going forward to get an equalizer.
Well, Talleres was winning the last game in Córdoba against Godoy Cruz from the 16th minute of the first half with a goal scored by Michael Santos. They generated many chances. They were on the verge of scoring the second one. They weren't able to do so, and with 6 minutes to go, Tadeo Allende got the equalizer. That's why they lost 2 very important points last round in Córdoba.
Yeah, and it's important for Talleres. They have to close this match. They are the better team than Sarmiento, especially if you're looking at the table. So they cannot let up or take it easy. They have to go forward. What they did in those first 10 to 12 minutes of the first half, getting Valois involved, getting Santos involved, Garro going forward. They have to do that here to start the second half, because if not, Sarmiento gets a draw, gets an equalizer, and their title chances are not mathematically over, but essentially will be over, because I don't see River dropping 12 points in the next 4 matches. So Talleres, they have to come out aggressive here and impose their will, their superiority as the better team according to the standing. So 45 minutes are going to be interesting, the next 45 minutes.
Talleres is back to the field. Only one player booked in Talleres, Juan Rodriguez, number 6. One player booked in Sarmiento, Gonzalo Bettini. Sarmiento is returning. On the bench, Israel Lamonte has keeper Joaquin Cabrera, defenders Ayrton Kogo, Harrison Mancilla as a midfielder, and there is a substitution in Sarmiento. It's going to be number 30, Manuel Monaco, replacing the booked Gonzalo Bettini. So no more line of 5 for Sarmiento, and a creative midfielder jumps in, maybe making Rosso drop back a few meters.
Yeah, and remember that Sputoni was marking Valois, and then he looked like he landed awkwardly on his right knee, the way he landed, and he was limping after that. It wasn't quite the same, so maybe spotting that injury, and then obviously tactically needing a goal, they make that substitution. Sputoni was the easiest choice to bring off, because he might have picked up a little bit of a knock, and then they need a player going forward.
Rest of the bench for Israel Damonte is Harrison Mancilla, Luis Garnier, Fernando Martínez, Guido Mainero, Joaquín Go, Manuel García, Juan Cruz Caprof as a forward, Diego Ascurra, and Lautaro Cerato. For Gandolfi, Alan Aguirre, the goalkeeper, Julio Bifarini, Tomás Palacios, the defenders, Fabio Álvarez, Cristian Oliva, Maximiliano Alves, Tomás Olmos, Matías Gómez, Francisco Piscini, Nahuel Bustos, José Romero, and Valentín de Petri. How many teams can afford having on the bench Francisco Piscini, Nahuel Bustos, Cristian Oliva? How many teams, George?
Not many. A Buffarini who has a lot of experience as well. Yeah, that's a big reason why they are in the hunt for the title with Talleres.
Second half is on. Ortegoza. I'm not counting on the international Ecuadorian Alan Franco, who's not available for this game. Sosa. The ball is still in. Rosso has gone backwards to the spot left by Gonzalo Bettini. Remember, Bettini came out, replaced by number 30 by Manuel Monaco. Monaco, first volley touched. Back again to him. Ortegoza, 30 against number 30. Throw for Talleres. And the crowd is furious with the referee.
Now, hopefully we get some more. I think the crowd now, they're starting to pack in more. It was kind of quiet, a little more empty, or less people in the beginning, but now they're starting to pack the stadium here. So maybe that energy, rising energy in the stadium in the crowd, will help Sarmiento go forward.
1 minute of the second chapter. Portillo passes the ball to Ortegoza. Portillo. Sosa couldn't get it. Hernandez plays it long. The header once again by Ortegoza. Villagra. Backwards to Matias Catalan. Catalan lifting it, making Benavides return a few meters. Quiroga's on him. Benavides. Long ball looking for Santos. Header by Svutoni. Catalan. Gabriel Diaz. Mendes. Milano. Monaco waiting for Rosso. Monaco. Good control. He has Rosso. Monaco. Great save by Herrera to the corner kick.
There we go. Look at Monaco already making a big impact. Well done to keep the shot down. Great save. You see how it bounces off the turf? That's always tricky for a goalkeeper. Well done by Herrera. Good start here for Sarmiento.
Only 21 years old for Manuel Monaco. Quiroga with a long cross. A header by Catalan. Jumping free. And Garro tries to initiate the counter-attack. Garro leaves Monaco behind. And he has Sosa alone. And he has Benavides on the other side. The ball to Benavides. The deflection for Santos. Great save byEki. We go from one side to the other, George.
Yeah, this is how a counter-attack should go there. Good run by Carlos Santos, opening up so that the defense can give a little bit of space in the middle. A little lucky there for Talleres. And how about Santos? One-time strike. This is going for goal. Oh, what a save. Two great saves on both ends. This is a energetic start to the second half.
Third corner kick for Lati. Villagra as in the goal. The header by Baloches as in the goal. This time the Becky was kind of a deja vu.
Yep.
Herrera. Villagra. Ortegoza was asking for it. The ball to Catalan. Benavides is wide open on the right. Santos. Garro. Good control. Passing the ball back to the Uruguayan. Santos is chasing it. Insaurralde. Gaston Benavides in charge of the throw-in. Sosa's asking for it. The ball to Baloches. Throw-in. I thought it was for Sarmiento, to be honest. I thought Baloches was the last one touching it. Baloches will never get it there. Deveki after the coverage by Franco Svutoni, who keeps on shouting, yelling at assistant number 1, Diego Bonfa. Hernandez. Toledo. Milano leaves it to Quiroga. Quiroga back again to Milano. Will he reach it? Yes, he will. Milano. Benavides from behind. Throw in for El Kiwi for Sarmiento. 5 minutes of the second half. Long delivery to the box. The header by Catalan. Garro heads it forward. Insaurralde. Insaurralde with a good control. Leaves one man behind. Passes it to Diaz. Go throw in.
The thing with Sarmiento chasing the equalizer is that they cannot waste their opportunities. Talleres is a team that does like to hold the possession. You're going to see now they're going to be a little bit slower, a little more deliberate with the possession. And so Sarmiento, they have to take advantage and capitalize on their opportunities when they do win the ball. Because if not, Talleres will slow the game down, hold the ball even longer.
Monaco opens it to Milano. Milano will wait for Rosso. Here's the long delivery by Jean-Pierre Rosso. The header by Toledo. Bothered by the heavy marking by Catalan. Benavides. Baloges trying to control the possession. Zuotoni went down. Throw in for Talleres in 6 minutes of the second half. Catalan. Long change of sides, looking for Sosa. The header for Ortegoza, no. For Garro. Garro. Santos is chasing it. Hernandez. Zuotoni. Sending a long ball for Monaco. Garro couldn't control it. Monaco in control of the possession. He has been very active after entering the field only 6 minutes ago. Throw in after the ball hit Garro once again. Rosso. Mendes. Portillo from behind. Back again to Emiliano Mendes. Zuotoni. Gabriel Diaz. The pressure by Benavides. Diaz plays it long. Looking for Quiroga, but it was too wide. Though it took a deflection. Yes, it did. Throw in Sebastián Martínez for Sarmiento.
One thing we're going to see here.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to see that Talleres' defense is going to be tested here in the second half.
Milano. Monaco. The referee was in the middle. Monaco leaves the ball to Emiliano Mendes. Wasn't that a foul of Monaco? Diaz. Baloges is on him. Diaz goes to ground. Passes the ball to Mendes. Mendes leaves it to Hernandez. Hernandez from long range. Herrera avoids a corner kick. Long ball for Santos. Santos, the ball bounced on him and he committed a clear foul on Zuotoni. Throwing again, the Uruguayan Jean-Pierre Rosso in charge of it. Long delivery to the box for Mendes. The header by Ortegoza. Sosa. Portillo wasn't able to cut it. Monaco will not get it, but it ended up being a corner kick. Number 5 for Sarmiento.
Well, the addition of Monaco here in the second half, at halftime specifically, has done wonders for the attack of Sarmiento. You see he's taking a shot already. He's running at defenders, getting into space, making passes. Let's see if they reward it. He gets the reward of a goal.
Quiroga. Catalan always jumping free. Ramon Sosa leading the counter-attack. He has Garro. He has Santos. It's 3 against 4. Sosa. Oh, the ball hit. Oh, almost by chance. Almost a pinball. Almost Garro scored. De Becky sent it to the corner kick.
Off of Garro, and then De Becky has to dive just to make sure. He's trying to get it to Santos. He sees Santos on the far side there. And then essentially Garro gets in the way, and it's a fortuitous deflection. And a chance here for Talleres.
Garro. Sosa. Baloyes, Baloyes way off target. 10 minutes and another chance for Talleres. Another one from the corner kick. Rodrigo Garro in charge of it. Ramon Sosa's next to him. Monaco and Quiroga are there in case they play short.
Yep.
5 men in the box. Sosa with a long cross. A scissor kick missed. Ortegoza. Baloyes. Ortegoza. Nice combination. Ortegoza with a good cross. Oh my goodness. Michael Santos had it. And he just missed it. Benavides. Ball hit Milano. Throw in for Talleres.
Let's see, how does this ball, let's yeah. I don't think anyone was expecting that ball to go through the 6, and the goalkeeper didn't go for the ball as well. Everyone seemed to hesitate with that ball. They weren't expecting it.
Well, we've seen Deveki having
defense experiencing some pressure now.
Yep. I was just saying we've seen Deveki in the past, not only tonight, having problems with the cross balls, with the deliveries from the sides, miscalculating or taking a lot of time to go a few meters forward from the line where he generally remains.
And that could be a problem there for goalkeepers, because when they hesitate like that, it allows the attacking players to go at the ball there and score goals. It's tricky for those goalkeepers. They're trying to play that line of being aggressive but not going off the line and then missing the ball.
Sosa reached it. Insaurralde. Rosso. Long ball by Rosso. Mendes. Milano. Villagra recovers possession. Folate. Rodriguez. Passes the ball to Juan Carlos Portillo. Portillo. Sosa. Ortegoza. Carlos asking for it. Backwards now to Villagra. Villagra changing sides to the right with Benavides. Baloyes. Back to Gaton Benavides. Quiroga came from behind and he was shoved by Benavides. Finally, Sebastián Martínez calls a foul. Deveki. Pressure by Michael Santos. Long and wide ball by Deveki, looking for Rosso. Header by Rosso directly to Villagra. Villagra passes it to Garro. Garro leaves it to Baloyes. Santos is already in the box. Sosa was getting closer. Benavides. Villagra. Baloyes. Fighting between three. Quiroga coming from behind. Tony. Good control in front of Garro. Passes the ball to Monaco, who appears free. Monaco. Look at Toledo. Look at Milano. Monaco. Backwards now. Playing to Quiroga. There's nobody unmarked. That's why he changes sides. He finds Rosso. Trying to go forward. The ball hits Portillo. Villagra. Rodrigo Garro. He clearly was asking for a foul, and they gave it to him. 14 minutes. Free kick for Latte.
Yeah, Latte. You've seen them there. It's looking like the best opportunities for Latte are going to come in transition, on counterattacks when Sarmiento go forward and give the ball away. Sarmiento, of course, are going that because they made that substitution. Monaco has been excellent, and so they are going to give up some space in the middle, less defenders. So that means more space for Garro and the like to go forward. We've seen Baloyes pinching to the middle now, so that Benavides has more room to operate down the right side.
Ball hit the referee, Sebastián Martínez. It will belong again to Talleres. Villagra. Catalán. Back again to Rodrigo Villagra. Baloyes. Good ball winning between Hernandez and Jean-Pierre Rosso. Mendes. Mendes backwards to Insaurralde. Svutoni. Long ball by Svutoni looking for Milano. Catalan. The header by Mendes. Diaz. Catalan missed it. Once again Catalan. Throwing for home for Talleres. So Sebastián Martínez. Well, that was an insult by Lucas Milano to the referee.
Ooh. The referees have to have super thick skin because you have the coaches yelling, the managers yelling at them, the bench yelling, the players saying all kinds of nasty things. I mean, if the referees were super sensitive, they could give out like 9 or 10 red cards a game with all the bad words they hear.
Garro. Villagra. Leaves the ball to Portillo. Portillo, Baloyes. Switching sides now. Garro anticipated from behind by Hernandez. Throw in, but the last one touching it was Rodrigo Garro. Throw in for Sarmiento. Hernandez. 17 minutes here. 10 minutes of the second half in La Paternal. For Argentinos and Instituto. A 0-0. The same result that we had earlier before in Santa Fe between Unión and Boca. But before that, Defensa y Justicia defeated Arsenal in Sarandí 2-1 after losing 1-0 with 2 goals by Nicolás Ubita Fernández. Separated by only a minute and a half. Free kick for Talleres. Villagra. Ortegoza. Back to Villagra. Herrera. Opens it to the right. Matías Catalán. Long ball by Catalán. Looking for Benavides. Header by Svutoni. Once again Catalán. Winning in the air. And once again Svutoni. Mendes. Villagra foul. On Emiliano Mendes. Free kick for Sarmiento.
We haven't seen much from Sarmiento down the right side. It's been the middle and the left side. I know Quiroga's mostly on the left side in that left central channel. So maybe that's why, but not much in terms of the balance from Sarmiento on either the left or the right. So makes it a little bit easier for Talleres to defend when they know that it's coming from 2/3 of the pitch compared to every sector, left, middle, left, central, and right. So maybe Sarmiento need to diversify, see what they can do down the right side of their attack.
Nahuel Bustos, number 10, is getting ready in Talleres. Let's see if he's the only one entering the field. Well, there's another substitution about to be made. Foul coming in by Catalan, and he will go to the book. Yes! Yellow card.
Oh!
No. No. He wasn't booked. Wasn't it?
Right.
Wasn't it Juan Rodriguez? The one booked?
Yes.
The referee?
Yep.
No. That's a big mistake by the referee. He has no clue who the player booked was.
Yep.
There he immense it. No red card for you. What an evening by Sebastián Martínez, by the way.
The Talleres fans were scared for a minute. They were like, uh-oh. Yeah. Ooh. And that was kind of clumsy by Catalan.
And the yellow card also for Rodrigo Garro for complaining Garro, Catalán, and Rodríguez. Martínez, Garro, Catalán, and Rodríguez are the 3 players booked.
Let's see, Toledo. He's got to be the target here, Toledo.
Quiroga! Was that a handball by Baloches? Was that a handball by Baloches? Quiroga again. Quiroga with an... Oh, was that a handball again by Baloches? Somebody goes down by Hernandez. Garro throw in and everybody will go on Sebastián Martínez, who today has lacked authority from second one.
Oh, no. It's close, but I don't think so.
Let's see the second one.
You hear, yep, 2 times they're saying twice, yep.
And if you remember we had doubts in one action in the first half, and it also involved a possible handball by Baloches. The problem is that we didn't have an image from the back of the goal to check whether the ball touched the hand or not. But again, it's Baloches in the box.
Let's see if we can get a replay of the second one as well. Because the first one, Baloyes went down with his head, then off of his knee. And then maybe hit his hand, or the head definitely first. It was definitely an awkward defensive movement there by Baloyes.
Yeah, we have to explain once again what the rule says. If the ball had hit first the arm, it would have been a blatant handball. But if it hits first another part of the body and it bounces on your hand, it's not a handball, because you cannot control where the ball bounces to. I'm with you. The problem is the second one.
Yeah.
If there is a handball, for me the second one is closer than the first one.
Yeah, I agree. The first one, no. The second one that's the more, I think that's the one that they're really looking at.
Yeah, and that's not going to be a handball in the end.
Yeah.
Time for the substitution in Talleres. I can finally breathe. Michael Santos, the top scorer of the league, leaves the field. He wasn't involved a lot in the match. Replaced by number 10, by Nahuel Bustos. One of the high-quality players that we were mentioning before, a player that returned to Talleres this year after playing abroad. Baloches. Ortegoza, Monaco on him. Insaurralde sends a long ball for Toledo. Villagra clears it. Long for Bustos. Lutoni puts the ball in the sky. Good control by Sosa. Sosa backwards. Ortegoza anticipated by Mendes. Villagra. Portillo back to him. Portillo passes the ball to Nahuel Bustos. Now not a natural number 9 for Talleres, though George. Michael Santos is not a classical tower in the box.
Right, and he's a player that can moves a little around a bit. Now when Bustos, I think with Bustos, they want a little more hold-up play. Someone that'll control the possession a little bit better. Maybe pass better in transition on these opportunities instead of that big target man, possible target man in Santos.
Baloches, Bustos back to Baloches, the rebound de Ekki. Again, almost by chance, the second one for Ate.
Yep. And that's exactly why Bustos is in there. You see that quick one touch he played with Baloyes to get him into space? That's where Bustos' value really is in connecting with his teammates.
Wide ball. Open to Milano. Milano with a long cross for Toledo. Catalan. Portillo the other way around. Benavides. Baloyes. Struggling with Svutoni, who's bigger. Foul on the Colombian. Free kick for Lati. Second substitution in Sarmiento. A forward replaces a defender. Juan Caprof, number 34, comes in for Emmanuel Hernandez, number 27. So then, George, this means a line of 4 in the back for Sarmiento with Rosso, Insaurralde, Svutoni, and Gabriel Diaz.
And let's see if that helps with the width for Sarmiento. Haven't had much width in this match. Monaco has been fantastic.
Foul, precisely, on Manuel Monaco, the 21-year-old. Free kick for Sarmiento. What a way to earn a yellow card. This one for Ulises Ortegoza.
We saw Ortegoza in the first half. He was a little more involved in the attack going forward. But with Sarmiento starting to put the pressure and having more possession in the attack, he's had to come back defensively, help out more defensively.
Quiroga. Long ball Toledo. Always the target. Toledo, the ball went completely wide. And 2 players are on the field. Villagra and Benavides.
Looks like Insaurralde took out 2 players there for Talleres.
Well, Juan Manuel Insaurralde is a strong guy. I would like to fight him.
Yeah. He took out 2 players in one shot there. He is no joke. He is definitely a tough guy.
Nobody saw him.
Yeah, that makes him even scarier that nobody saw him do it and he got away with it.
Toledo, Catalan, always on him. Villagra, the ball bounced on the teammate on Garro. That's why it belongs to Sarmiento. Yes, it is. It is for El Kiwi. Still have an open game here in Junín. Talleres is winning 1-0 with a goal scored by Diego Baloyes in the 5th minute. Toledo once again looking for Milano. Header backwards. Caprof. Mendes for Monaco. Monaco's a lefty. Monaco with his right. Way off target.
To say Sarmiento getting a good ball there by Mendes to play to Monaco. Yeah, it would have been difficult for him to connect with Toledo at the back post, the far post there, with Toledo being well marked.
Baloyes waiting for Benavides. The mark of Quiroga. Very good recovery. Mendes using his body. Villagra. Catalan passes the ball again to Diego Baloyes. Baloyes leaves it to Benavides. Benavides makes it bounce on Diaz. The ball is still in. Diaz backwards to De Vecchi with pressure. Sends a long ball. Intercepted by Benavides. Diaz. Mendes lost it. Benavides again. Playing backwards to Catalan. One ball directly out. Throwing for Sarmiento. In 29 minutes of the second half. And another substitution is getting ready in Lati.
It's getting more and more intense with the substitutions coming on. You can see the chess game between Damonte and Gandolfi.
Quiroga. Very good ball looking for Milano. Milano makes it bounce on Rodriguez and wins corner kick number 6 For Sarmiento, the best produced by Sarmiento has come through air.
Yeah, great ball by Quiroga, as you mentioned, Nico, though. He used that trivela pass in the space. Quiroga has been, him and Monaco are the two players to light up the attack for Sarmiento.
Quiroga, and that's the jinx of the commentator. So easy for Herrera. Well, also another substitution, two more. Getting ready in Sarmiento, the last two. Cristian Oliva, centre midfielder, will come in. Number 15, Valentín De Petri, a forward, replaces Rodrigo Garro. Rodrigo Garro, who was booked for complaining. And also Ulises Ortegoza, who was booked for not letting the action continue, is replaced by Cristian Oliva, number 17. Lautaro Cerato, number 35, replaces number 10, Sergio Quiroga, in Sarmiento. And Manuel Garcia is already on the field, replacing Emiliano Mendes. So though Damonte has made 4 substitutions, he used, there's one window more to use because the first one was made at halftime. So one more to be made. The header by Benavides. Diaz. Toledo. Counter attack. Led by De Petri. First volley touches. Loses possession now. Excellent movement by Garcia. First volley touches. And the first one. No, that was Kaprov, sorry. Monaco. Passes the ball to Lucas Milano. Rosso. The mark of Ramon Sosa. Milano. The ball hit Cristian Oliva. Baloges. Long one, just getting rid of it. From behind came Smutoni. Catalan breaking everything. Baloges putting his hand. Oh, is in between and the people are furious. Foul on Baloges. Capro will earn at least a yellow.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if that was a foul. He deserved the yellow because he got right in the referee's face and said some nasty things for sure, but looked like a pretty clean play there to knock the ball between the legs of Aloyes. But Kaprov has to stay calm. Sarmiento, all of this, and they're still down 1 goal, so for Kaprov to pick up a yellow card like that is pointless.
And it's the second one in Sarmiento. The ball to Toledo. Monaco. Hit Rodriguez. De Petri. Opens into Sosa. Sosa with space. Sosa for Bustos. Sosa for Bustos. Sosa went down. There should be a foul, and there is a foul. And there's a yellow card for Franco Sbutoni. Third one in Sarmiento, joining Kaprov and joining Gonzalo Bettini, who's no longer on the field.
Yeah, this is a great run by Sosa. Good touch through the midfield to split a couple of players. And then the great burst. And Sbutoni just flying. Look, he knew he was going to get a yellow card. He said, enough of this. I'm going to stop this attack here before it goes any further. That's when Talleres have been most dangerous in this second half. In transition, when they win the ball, they catch Sarmiento with bodies going forward, leaving space in the back, and then running at them. That's when they've been the most dangerous. They just haven't done enough to capitalize, get that last 2 touches to get a goal.
Botos. I like his self-confidence, George.
Yeah. Yeah. To go for goal from that distance, takes a lot of self-confidence for sure.
A bit too much.
They could have, yeah, too much. Yeah. They could have set up something to try to play it into the area, maybe get someone onto with the header there, get those defenders, those big center backs in there. In Catalan and Rodriguez, we've seen Catalan win balls in the air defensively, so there's no reason to think he can't win the balls in the air in attack as well.
Baloyes in, Sorralde gets rid of the danger. Ball played backwards by Oliva. Portillo unable to find Ramon Sosa. Throw in for Sarmiento. Last substitution. And Sarmiento. Lucas Milano will leave the field. Replaced by Joaquin Go. That's the end of the match for Lucas Milano. Joaquin Go is only 20 years of age.
Thought Milano started off well in this match. Second half, not too much.
Throw in. Talleres is dropping back dangerously, George. Allowing Sarmiento lacking of ideas, but nonetheless putting a lot of pressure, allowing Sarmiento to go forward, to send those long balls to their towers. And that could be very dangerous.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you're a team on the in the lead on the road, especially in the case of Talleres, playing sitting back defensively and allowing and absorbing the pressure from Sarmiento is it's a risky idea, or it's a risky proposition in terms of winning the match. And when you're up 1-0, I think the team like Talleres need to go forward, hold the possession, attack, get a second goal, try to get a third goal to win the match. Sitting back on the road against Sarmiento, a team that's desperate to end a poor run of form, as you mentioned before, Nico, I agree with you, it's very dangerous. And we've seen it time and time again. Teams that adapt this philosophy of sitting back and just waiting on the counter on the road, they wind up losing 3 points. And that could be the case. And if they don't win this match, Talleres, they're essentially not going to win the title.
Headed by Toledo the other way around. Sosa. Bustos was anticipated by Insaurralde. De Petri was struggling. Oliva. Throw in. Talleres is unable to maintain the possession. Insaurralde. De Becky. Passes the ball to Svutoni. Very long by Svutoni. Header backwards. By Go. Rodriguez couldn't clear it. Benavides now. Let's see if they can build up a counter-attack. Free kick after that foul by Cirato. Free kick for Talleres. The header by Baloyes. De Petri. Stopping now, passing it backwards. Villagra, Baloyes. No handball again by the referee. De Petri, Garcia's on him. De Petri passes the ball backwards, not the best one. Counter attack stopped by Catalan. Ramon Sosa. Passes it to Portillo. Portillo back to the Paraguayan. Sosa. Oliva. Leaves the shot to De Petri. Valentin De Petri very active in this few minutes. Baloyes waiting for whom? For Benavides. The ball to Gathon. Benavides. Back to Baloyes. Baloyes. He will try to combine with Benavides or with Bustos. First with Oliva. Oliva to De Petri. De Petri back again to Cristian Oliva. Oliva with space. Oliva for Busto. Busto for Baloye. Baloye. Goal kick.
But you could see there, Nico, you were going through the action. You said waiting for who? Waiting for Benavides. You see, there was just no movement by Talleres. You know, it's almost as if they're content. They have the ball in their attacking half, but they're content with the 1-0, and that's a dangerous. That's not a good mindset to have on the road. Want to get another goal, go forward.
And this was a foul on De Petri, committed by Manuel Garcia. Only 5 minutes to go. Still another window for that man, for Javier Gandolfi to use, for cobija, blanket, Gandolfi.
Well, right now they're about there.
Sosa, excellent control. Sosa in the box. Sosa with the cross. There was absolutely nobody there. Went way out of the box. Baloyes. Oliva. Benavides. Now 3 are in the box. Benavides. Yeah. Once Talleres has 3 in the box, ball goes directly to the throw-in.
Yeah. See, there's not enough bodies going forward for Talleres to get a second goal. I think they've been defending for so long that it's hard for them to get out of that mindset when they do have an attacking chance.
Shot from long range. Once again, Herrera. Avoids what could have been the equalizer. Corner kick for Sarmiento.
Ooh, that is a great save by Herrera. A low shot to the ground. And see Sarmiento just building in confidence throughout this match. They might get a late equalizer here.
Monaco with a cross. The header by Baloyes. Portillo clears it. Benavides is chasing it. Counter attack. He has De Petri. He has Bustos. Bustos. Now to De Petri. Back to Nahuel Bustos. Now Talleres is maintaining the possession. Oliva. Passes the ball again to Bustos. Back to the Uruguayan. Oliva. Bustos. Oh, no. It's either a foul for Talleres or a throw-in for Sarmiento. But I'm not sure, to be honest, what the referee is sanctioning.
Ooh. It looked like a foul to me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's a foul. Yeah.
Benavides.
That was a pretty tough tackle there on Bustos.
De Petri. Backwards to Portillo. Portillo leaves it to Ramon Sosa. Sosa. Rosso from behind. Sosa once again. Insaurralde clears it.
Yep.
The header by Villagra. Throw in for Sarmiento George.
I like what Sosa is doing here these last, 5 to 7 minutes of this match. Let's see if maybe Talleres, if they get a second, it goes through the movement of Sosa, who has been in terms of the attack, he's been their most aggressive and most active player going forward.
Rosso with a long delivery. The header backwards by Toledo. Rodriguez clears the danger. Bustos. Wasn't that a handball by Bustos? Insaurralde. Well, foul, free kick for Sarmiento in the end.
And now Sarmiento cannot waste any time, and they have to be overly aggressive here when it comes to trying to win the ball. They can't let Talleres get the ball into their attacking half.
We're going to have 6 minutes added at the Eva Perón Stadium. Long ball to the box. Header by Rodriguez. Go. Header by Cirato. Catalan saving it again. Sosa. Garcia. De Petris on him. The ball hit in the end. Manuel Garcia. Throwing for Talleres. Portillo already made it. It's the fourth referee, Edgardo Zamora, showing the 6 minutes added. Benavides. Baloyes. Gabriel Diaz is on him. Throw in for Sarmiento. No foul on Kaprov. Diaz. The ball was out. Throw in.
It's plenty of time. 6 minutes, plenty of time for Sarmiento to get an equalizer. Talleres have to kill off this match here with possession and getting the ball in the attacking half. But we've seen with that last tackle by Insaurralde that they're going to try to prevent Talleres from getting into the attacking half. Yeah.
Rosso opens the ball to go. Monaco's asking for it. Portillo. Sosa always running. Sosa manages to get with the ball and passes it to De Petri, who's alone in front of four. De Petri leaves Insaurralde behind. There's nobody in the box. De Petri still in possession. Somebody help him. De Petri for Voto backwards. Voto. Insaurralde clears it. Header backwards. Baicerato. Rodriguez. Once again.
That's exactly it, Nico. Somebody help him. He made a great run, and then no one was there for him to play it into the penalty area. He looked up to see, and he saw that he had no help, so he had to pull it back inside. And I thought for a minute he had pulled it back and he was going to take a shot with his right foot, but I think he really wanted to look for one of his teammates, and it just wasn't there. They have definitely kind of switched off in the attack, Talleres.
Herrera, the ball was climbing to the back of the net. Corner kick, it's going to be number 8 for Sarmiento after the long range shot that almost went in. Bagingo. The header Insaurralde. Oh, Kaprov. Go! Offside. I think in the initial header, unless it's brought by a Talleres player, Kaprov is offside.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Very clearly.
Unless the ball bounces on a Talleres player. If not, it's very evident.
Yeah. See, I didn't see it go off of a Talleres player. Yep, confirmation.
I want to check by Diego Ceballos and Ezequiel Belailoski in the VAR. Whatever happens tonight, the crowd will be furious with that man. A lot of close calls. Most of them benefiting Talleres, but most of them were right. We had doubts in those handball in the first handball by Baloyes, and not more than that. Capro for the revenge. Not the best pass for Toledo. He had to play the other way around.
Yeah. He had Monaco to his right, and he played it to Toledo, who was surrounded by 3 players. He plays it to Monaco on his right, and that's the better opportunity for the equalizer.
The young centre-back, Tomás Palacios. Palacios, 20 years old and 1.95 meters tall, replaces the Paraguayan Ramon Sosa. Last substitution of the game. Butoni, throw in. Just 1 minute and a half. Sarmiento will have to play directly to the box. Catalan. Bustos. Ball touches Butoni. The header by Villagra. Garcia. Who's the man of the match for you, George?
I'm gonna go out and say, Catalan. I like what Catalan did defensively. with his headers and his positioning. I know he picked up a yellow card, but that's not always a negative thing. He didn't obviously hurt the team. No really attacking players stood out, so I'm going to say Catalan.
And I agree with you. I was thinking about the same player. When here Palacios sent it to the corner kick. Insaurralde and Kaprov insulting each other. Insulting each other.
Kaprov is a fiery individual, right? He's got a yellow for the referee. Now he's yelling at his teammate.
And I wouldn't go on Insaurralde. The cross! Yep. Two-man-headed. Kaprov passes it backwards. Garcia way off target. With only 15 seconds to go, I believe, George, this is going to be it.
Yeah, I think so as well. Tough opportunity there. Sarmiento had those chances in the second half, but they just couldn't put him away. And Talleres, I think, really survived. They got that early goal and they survived for the rest of the match.
And the referee, Sebastián Martínez, says there's no time for more. That man, Diego Baloyes, scored the only goal of the match at the 5th minute of the first half. 1-0 for Talleres. Talleres, at least his second now. Gap of 2 points over San Lorenzo, but 9 behind River. Was this a fair result?
I think so. I think it was a fair result. Sarmiento didn't do enough to get the equalizer. There's some good saves by Herrera, and Talleres did what they had to do to hold on. It was not an impressive performance by Talleres, but they deserved the victory, and Sarmiento should have done more to at least get a draw.
With this result, it's only 1 victory in the last 7 games for Sarmiento, and Talleres recovers from 2 games with no victories. Sarmiento remains 15 with 28 points, 7 victories, 7 draws, 9 losses. Talleres second, 44 points, 13 victories, 5 draws and 5 losses. Let's have a look at the highlights. Next game for Sarmiento, they will visit Vicente López to face Platense. Next match. Counter-attack led by Rodrigo Garro. He will pass it to Benavides. The deflection for Michael Santos, and what a reaction by Jose Becchi, saving it and sending it to the corner kick. This came of a corner kick after that previous action that we just saw. That corner kick led to this one. The corner kick for Sarmiento led to this attack for Talleres. Another one for El Kiwi, Monaco. The shot from long range by Toledo goes wide. Here Toledo wins the challenge. Monaco leaves it to the number 22. And Javier Toledo with a shot. On behalf of George Matelos and the production team, my name is Nicolás Samuilov. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care.